Hi, so just popped to my allotment and it is so frustrating because the squirrel now has decided to move to my pot, so it has found the bulbs in the pots. I've moved them into the greenhouse temporarily. This one's fine, but look, as you can see, it's literally been in the pots and has buried, like literally dug out the bulbs. So so frustrating, but I'll keep them in the greenhouse until I can sort something out. Thanks so much for the tips, Ali. I will make sure that I'm going to try dusting some cinnamon on the beds where I've got the rest of the bulbs, and hopefully see if that works, and also maybe some chicken wire as well, which someone else really kindly recommended. So I'll definitely be taking these on board because it looks like this squirrel is yeah, it's a bit relentless now, so I'm just going to have to protect these, otherwise I'll have no flowers in spring. More invasion from Squirrel. He's now had to go at my pots, so I've put them in the greenhouse temporarily whilst well, to be honest, I should have probably done that when I realised it was in the beds, but because they hadn't been touched I thought they would be fine, which is not the case. So now I've put them in the greenhouse for the time being until I can work out what to do. Thanks, a lot of people have kindly given me some tips, and I'll definitely be trying those out as well. But other than that, really everything else seems to be quite nice on the plot. I'll give you a quick tour. So nothing's changed as soon as you enter. I haven't really done much here. I've still got these beds to make, which I will do in due course. On this side, I'm going to start prepping a bit of this a little bit more, because on this side here I'm planning to start getting some brassicas in. So I've got all my brassica hoops ready, and I've taken the netting at home for it to have a wash, and once that's done I'll come back and bring it over, and yeah, I'm hoping to try and get my brassicas in early, because they don't tend to, if they're covered, they hopefully would avoid the frost damage, and sometimes that helps. You get a bit of a head start on the growing season. So that is my plan, is to at some point within the next 2 weeks is to try and get all my brassica hoops and covers in place, ready for me to get my my cabbages in. So I've got 2 lots of cabbages, some round and also some red cabbage that I'd like to get in, and I've got some kale as well, so I'd like to somehow get those in and protected on this side, but not towards the front, because this whole area will be flowers. So it would literally be after this, the herbs start here, and then along here will be my brassicas, and where the sweet corn is there, I'm going to clear all this out, and we're going to have sweet corn on this side this time, and behind that we're going to have our potatoes. So this side I'm hoping to get, following on from the ends of garlic, get my beetroots in, and lots of greens as well, like lettuce, and anything else that I decide I'll get on this side. But other than that, it all looks fine. Things look like they're doing quite well. Everything seems to be greening up nicely, and it's been quite mild as well, so hopefully, I'm just hoping, I need to really protect these. I was only popping over today, but I need to protect these from the squirrel really. So I'm going to get that cinnamon powder as soon as I can, and maybe cover some of these areas, just so that we at least have some flowers, early flowers in spring. But other than that, really everything's fine. Still got to really sort out my greenhouse and my shed as well. I need to finish my roof, and then hopefully, what I was thinking here in the window as well was I might get a bracket here, and maybe attach a bird feeder to it, because it would be really nice to see if I can get the birds close to the window for filming. We haven't got any blue tits in there yet. I need to finish sorting out my felt on this roof, but just not had time to do things. Other than that, really, I've noticed along the front here I've got quite a lot of strawberries coming up as well. I'll leave them there actually, because I don't think that they will be a problem. Strawberries just seem to stay in the ground. It's funny because the squirrel doesn't seem to be touching these tulip bulbs which look like they've been here a while and they're quite established. It just seems to be going for the new fresh ones that I planted. So I'm away from the allotment drama and the squirrel, and I'm at home. So I'm getting ready to do a bit of seed sowing. Just a couple of Asian vegetables that I'm going to try today. The first is a round gourd, and the second is a sponge gourd. Now these were kindly given to me by my brother Zahid and sister Shabnam. I'd like to say a massive thank you to the two of you for bringing me these, because I'm really super excited to give them a go and see how they get on. So if these work and we end up with a fantastic harvest, then you're all going to get lots of fruit and veg. If it doesn't work, then sorry, but I tried. And Rayanne tried and Daisy tried.
You're not gonna.
The price of everything seems to be going up. I mean, we usually go to Birmingham to get our Asian produce, the veg and the herbs, and I mean even coriander, for example. I know I sowed a lot of it on the plot recently, and before we would get, because we use a lot of coriander in our cooking, and before we would get 3 large bunches for £1 in an Asian shop, but now literally it's just 1 bunch and it's not even that big. So before I crack on with getting these seeds sown, I just want to say a very special thank you to my friend Stuart. Stuart has a channel called Frugal Stew, and your channel, Stuart, is fantastic. It's so fun. You make frugal being fun, and it's full of tips and information on how we can all save money, and I really do enjoy it. So a massive thank you, Stuart, for the mention, and also I'm looking forward to seeing how your seedlings get on. They're looking really good, so you're doing a great job, and I'm really looking forward to following your growing journey. You done your homework?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Have you made sure you've done all your multiplications?
Yeah.
Say hello to the subscribers. Daisy. So let's get these seeds sown. Long seeds, so what I'm going to do is soak these for a little while and then sow them. Just giving you a closer look where I've sown these seeds on their side. Now just slowly just cover them up.